Hi friends! Today I've got another video for you. I'm going to be swatching one of my magnetic gel sets that I had in my Saracen nail haul. If you haven't watched that, go watch that one. It was a massive haul. A little bit expensive. I'm going to be doing this Gin Bee collection today. So it's the Gin Bee Snow Day Ivy Color Gel Snow Day series. So they are a magnetic type of gel. 8 of them in here and they are 11 mils each. So I have had a brief look at them whilst doing my Saracen nail haul, but I haven't really swatched any of them properly, so a bit of a first impressions for all of us and thoughts on application and all that sort of jazz. So let's get into it. Alrighty. Let's get into this, shall we? I know most of the Korean gels come with like a cute little, what do you call it, swatch card. And I think I'm gonna do these, but I'll do them, like film them too on my TikTok maybe. So if you want to see those, head over to the TikTok. It'll be linked in the description. So it comes with one of them magnets. I have used this a couple of times already, but it does come with it with a little branding on it. Nice up. I have all the 8 colours, so I think I'm just gonna get them all out. They don't actually have like names, they just have numbers, so I think I'm just gonna write my numbers on the swatch sticks. And I'm just gonna put them in order if they're not already. They kind of just have a really long number on the bottom. JBIMG 18. Alrighty. So it starts at 13 and goes to 20. Yep. Alrighty. I have zoomed you guys in so hopefully you can kind of see the swatch a bit better. And I've got my little UV lamp just next to me so I can cue my swatches. Right, starting off with number 13. So quite a sort of, what's the word, big magnet particle, and I think it's just some glitter in there as well, so it won't all move with the magnet. They're not super thick, they're a little bit on the thinner side, which is fine. They glide really nicely and the brush is just kind of that standard square brush. And I'm just gonna deactivate all of the magnetic particles so that the top layer is the one that we can see. But that's, yeah, there's still a lot of glitter in there, so that's all of the particles sort of deactivated, and you can see there's still lots of glitter in there. I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but that is number 13. Right, whilst that one is curing, I'm just going to move on to number 14. Make sure I put them on the right swatch sticks that are already numbered. Right. Ooh. I don't even, how do I describe it? It's kind of a dusty pink, but like kind of grey pink. Alright, to see how it swatches. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell on a clear swatch, but I think the second layer you'll get a bit of a better idea how it sort of looks. So if you see any of the first swatch is not very opaque. Right, number 15. That looks like the same colour. Oh, it's kind of a bit more purpley. Bit more of a purple colour. Purple toned, I should say. Oh, you can see how well it moves. I don't know if that's picking up on camera, but you can see how well it moves. Just with that first layer. It's probably really hard to see because of the blue background as well, but also just very clear as opposed to opaque for the first layer. Right, number 16. This looks like it's silver. The first layer definitely is somewhat opaque anyway, but then obviously if you deactivate all of them, which is a good idea to do if you're going to do another layer, just because then the particles aren't sitting there kind of interrupting your design, I guess. Yeah, very clear once you deactivate the particles. But that one's definitely a proper silver. 17. This looks like it's good greeny. Ooh. They're all very pastel. Sort of a pastel. How would you call it? Yeah, very subtle colours. Not necessarily pastel, just very subtle. So this is definitely a greeny type of colour, but when you swatch it, it's not as easy to tell, but I guess it'll be easy to tell once it's got a second layer on it. Alrighty. Number 18. I think this is a yellow gold. Yellowy goldy colour. Yeah. Hopefully this is focusing on the swatch, not anything else. I'm not watching my phone whilst I'm recording, so let's hope that it's filming well, and if it's not, I do apologise. That's quite pretty. I think it's probably, yeah, it's a bit more gold than sort of pastel yellow, but it's still nice. I'm just going to finish swatching the rest of the first layer because I feel like I should have done that from the start and just swatched all of the first layers and then moved on to the second, but the brain didn't think of that until now. So this is quite a dark rose gold kind of vibes. I do love me a bit of rose gold, I'll be honest. Not necessarily to wear, just the colour I think is a nice colour. I'm a bit of a silver gal. White gold when it comes to jewellery. Right. Yeah, you can kind of see a bit more colour in that one. Just because it is that darker rose gold colour. Right, last one, number 20. Looks quite similar again, actually. But I think this is a bit... maybe it's a little bit more peachy toned. And there's a hair in there somewhere. Get out of here. Get out. out. That's the issue with having animals. No, it's just kind of a less rosy gold. Oh, less rose gold pink. It's more of a... I don't really know. I feel like the other one was just more rose gold and this one's just a bit of a brighter pink. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's very similar to the other one though. I am just carrying them for the 60 seconds. I don't know what it says to do because I can't read Korean, unfortunately. But yes, I'm assuming it's 60 and it's working fine. Okay, I've done all of my first layers, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my second layer with the actual magnets. So we can see how they move and how well the pigment comes through when we do the second layer. I don't know how well it's picking up on camera. I did try and zoom in a little bit, but I just don't know how well it's actually picking up on camera. Kind of that beigey bronze sort of colour, I guess. All of my metal things are sticking together. My magnets and my metals. Right, that's the first one, number 13. I don't know how well it's going to pick up on camera, but the better swatches that are up, it'll probably be easier to see when I do like the TikTok of it, just because it'll be like a closer up, more close up, whatever. Yeah, very, very pretty. Just trying to do them all with the sort of diagonal line across, just because then we can get a good idea of the colours in the magnet shift. Alrighty, number 14. This is the super light pink. They do all have the multicoloured glitter in them as well, but then they just also have the magnet powder, magnet pigment particles, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they definitely move really well. It's really easy to sort of work with the gels. I think all of the pigment, magnetic pigment, is silver. I think it's all the same. The reason it's just like the base gel colour that's different with them all. Number 15. This is kind of really light lilac colour. Super pretty. Very like subtle colours under them. There we go. You can kind of see the multicoloured, you probably can't tell on camera, but you can see the kind of multicoloured glitter shining through. Right, what are we up to? 16? Yeah, 16. Ah, yes, this is the proper silver one. This one's quite cool, being kind of pure silver with multicolored glitter in. Super nice. So obviously that base color is silver anyway, so you can't sort of tell the difference between the two. Right, number 17. This is the kind of greeny, mint greeny kind of colour, I guess you would say. Yeah, that's super pretty. They're all just super pretty. I don't really know what else to say. Yeah. Very subtle green with the multicolored flecks through it. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this colour. Sort of quite a champagne-y gold, I would say. It's just a bit frustrating. If you move it too much, then you kind of gotta brush over again to reactivate the magnetic particles. Just like I said, I'm still trying to get used to all these magnetic gels. I do prefer it a bit more when it's got the shift to it because it's silver and then kind of the undertone of the yellow, but I don't know, I'm just not the biggest fan of this one. Number 19. These are the sort of quite bright pinks. This is the sort of really rose gold, rosy gold kind of colour. Yeah, I would say this is probably one of my favourites of the collection. I just think it's super pretty. The rose gold undertones with the silver magnetic particles and just kind of the occasional multicoloured flick of glitter coming through. Oh, I don't want it to secure like that, thank you. Right, we've got one more to go. Number 20. The other quite dark pink, but it's kind of a bit more rosy than, well, not rose gold, just I don't really know how to explain it actually. It's kind of a lighter version of the other one, but just a bit more pinky than sort of rose gold. I do quite like these two. They're probably the two favourites of the collection, to be honest. Right, I'm going to pop these these all away. Except I'm going to leave that magnet out because I'll probably swatch some others, so I need to put that. I'm just going to pop these on a little ring just because it's going to be a bit easier to hold to show you. Alright, makes it easier to hold because it's too hard to hold these all without being on a ring. Okay, so here are all the colours side by side. I'm just going to pop a bit of a piece of paper behind so you can see them a little bit clearer. Alright. So yeah, very stunning colours. I'm kind of I don't think they're my favourite just because I kind of prefer the cat eyes that don't have glitter in them as well. But I know this is the Snowy Day collection. Sorry, Snow Day collection. So I know that's probably why, but just personally, probably not quite my fave. But they are still stunning. You can definitely make some cool sets with these. So yeah, those are the final swatches of those. I will be doing the other swatches on with the little swatch card, I think, on wherever my TikTok at some point. Because I'm swatching them on the nails on here. So this collection, it's a very nice collection of magnetic gels. I personally think I would prefer them without the glitter through it, but I mean, personal preference as to what you prefer. The consistency of them is quite good. They apply really nice and they cure really, really well with just the 60-second cure. I don't know what my wattage is on my lamp though. I'm sure. And yeah, the brushes are just kind of the standard square brushes, which aren't my favourite, but they do the job. Nothing wrong with them. I just prefer like the rounded ones. They just feel a bit nicer. But yes, overall, I do quite like this collection. The Snow Day Gin B collection. So if you're interested in this collection, the link will be in the description box. Not like affiliated or anything, but yeah, just in case you wanted to pick it up for yourself. Let me know your thoughts. Alright, so that's the end of my swatching for my Snow Day collection. The Gin B Snow Day collection. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Keep an eye out for all of the next videos coming up for all of my collections that I got from Saracen. Turn your post notifications on so then you notify when I upload them. I'm going to try and be uploading them once a week from now, but we'll see how that goes. Try. Yeah, let me know if you have any other video ideas or what you want to see, any questions in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Hope I see you in the next one. Bye friends.